Good morning, students. Unit number 4, poem number 4, The Height of the Ridiculous. The poem has been written by Oliver Wendell Holmes. Students, it is a very funny poem, very comic poem. In this poem, the poet has written his experience. Once upon a time, when the poet he was in a very happy or merry mood, he wrote a few lines. He thought, as usual, people would appreciate them and say that they were very good. The lines were very funny, and even though he was generally a very serious man, very strict man, while reading them, he thought he would die of laughing. Then the poet decided to call his servant. The poet called his servant a strong man. He remarks that it was a kind of the servant to look after a thin man like him. The poet asked him to take them to the printer, adding that there would be strong reactions to it. Students, then the servant started to read the lines which were written by the poet. The servant took the paper, and as the poet watched, he saw him look at what was written. He read the first line and started grinning. Student, grinning means smiling. First, the servant read the line and he smiled. When he read the first line, he smiled. Then he read the next line. He started to smile more. When he read the third line, he started to laugh. At the fourth line, he started roaring with laughter. Students, means when he was reading the lines, he was laughing. When he read the fifth line, he laughed so hard that his waistband split. And after the sixth, he burst 5 buttons and went into a laughing fit. Students, after reading the lines, the servant could not control himself. He started to laugh, and no one could stop him. Even the poet also could not stop him. So really the lines were very funny. The poet watched over an helpless man for 10 days and 10 nights without sleeping and never dared to write anything humorous again. Then the poet decided that he will not write the things or write the lines like this, that the persons will be unable to control themselves to laugh. Students, so it was a poem, a very simple poem to understand the height of the ridiculous. Ridiculous means, students, to laugh at. But here the poet had not imagined, after reading the lines which were written by him, the other person will give such kind of expression. So the poet had not seen such kind of thing before, and when the servant laughed excessively, the servant could not control himself. Then the poet decided afterwards he will not write the funny poem. Students, in this poem, the poet has used the figures of speech. For example, the green grew broad. It is alliteration. The sound G has been repeated for the poetic effect. And short from ear to ear, it is hyperbole. Students, hyperbole means the idea which is exaggerated. Exaggerated means it is difficult to believe. Next one, he broke into a roar. It is onomatopoeia. Students, onomatopoeia means when any sound occurs. So roar it is a kind of sound has been used into the line. 10 days and nights with sleepless eye. Students, it is transferred epithet. The adjective sleepless should be for the man and not for the eye. Thank you very much.